now? How about now? Am I audible? That kind of sucks that I wasn't audible, but okay, wonderful. Yeah, the story is that I'm away from my usual setup, obviously, as you can tell by the lack of like good lighting, the ceiling that's threatening to cave in on me, and the fact that you couldn't hear me for the first like 30 seconds of the stream. I did auto passing. I'm not really sure what that was about. Were those his words or what? I'm seeing that SSG versus Electros is not going on right now. Did that one finish up or what? I saw them on New Horizons a moment ago, and I was hoping to catch them in set number 5. Electros was leading 2-1. Oh, boy. Yeah, sorry, folks. I was trying to hit the mark and get back before upper bracket round 3, but it just didn't happen. So my apologies. Hello, people. SSG going to losers. Would it be a North American monthly final if SSG didn't go through lower bracket? This is what SSG like to do. They like to barely make a postseason, and then they do something crazy at LAN. That is the Bob Marley identity. That is what Chino did last year. Didn't take notes? Bro, the notes thing happened at Brawl Cup. Like, we got to get real for a second. I'm looking at my, spectating device over here, making sure that I can catch some action. And I'm looking for tournament lobbies. I do see Pierre is in Gym Grab at the moment. Now, where does that put them? Didn't do that last year. He got the group. Oh, hold up. He got the group of death, and they had the camera bug both times. I will be Chino's mightiest warrior because they got camera bug twice, and they fought literally like the best teams. Yeah, but I guess it's a trade-off, right? When you face the worst teams in 2023, then Destiny comes around to get you. Why can't you spectate SSG versus TE? Are they playing at the moment, or are they finished? Because it looks like they might be finished. Let's see what else could be going on right now. I do see some names, so I'm wondering if we can spectate them. Well, hello. Communicate. I told you I was going to start later, Sonny. You messaged me on DC? When? Oh. Okay, well, like 14 minutes ago. I'm sorry about that, but it wasn't that long ago. I'm still trying to get everything sorted out together. You just couldn't see their lobby for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, so how are we going to do this? A split screen to watch 2 games at the same time? Jeez, that's pretty intense. That's what Semantic said. I got to figure out how we're going to do things together with Semantic and Sunny. Triple stream or we split the matches. You know what? I think it makes sense to do numerous at the same time if we can do numerous at the same time if it makes sense. Like, if there are enough worthy matches to watch at the same time, yeah? Split IMO, have everyone do their own thing. See, we can split things up. Why don't we figure out what's worth watching here towards the end? But let's also hop on a call together. How about that? And we'll just, stay muted until it's, like, time for us all to talk. Does that sound good with you and Semantic? I figured y'all are probably in VC right now. 3-1. Team Electros beats SSG. And with drafts or what? STMN will play SSG. I would love to see that. That'll be a good match. Gosh, I might have to turn my hat backwards. With the way that the light is like overhead, I look like the camera guy from Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. You know what I'm saying? I look like Manny right now. I don't even have chat on the screen. Like, am I even a streamer? Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, and I should probably fill out this score, huh? Bang, bang. And then you had Team Electros take it. No rush. They got 3-1'd by Rafiki, Bilal as Livy, and Ducky coaching Sword. Sword casually popping into chat as if he has any interest in Brawl Stars these days, as if he's also not literally in the next room. It's funny. That's funny. Tyrannotic as well. These two are in the other room at the moment. They're waiting for me as I'm like tied down to my computer for the next 3 hours. Who is qualified already? So judging by the bracket, why don't we all look at that actually? So bracket says, actually maybe we hit them with a little refresh. Tribe Gaming with a 3 over a Prodigy. No surprises here. S-Team in 3-1 Pioneers. That is an interesting outcome. Elevate 3-0 Eternal. Cool. And SSG 1-3 versus Electros. I think SSG played Electros in the quals last month, and it actually I think they got 3-0'd in the upper bracket last month. So here's our lower bracket finals now. We are just finishing up lower bracket round 2. Looks like IX Squares. Okay, cool. That's like Pierre's team with Pika and Lukey. Uh-huh. And then Crow's Nest Esports versus Quebec Elite. Nice. And they'll face Rip OG, which is second best Sam and Charles. And the winner of that will go on to face Eternal. Eternals just look so good with the drafts lately. So I am projecting them to go ahead and qual from there. Lower bracket, I think LOC has been on a pretty good streak at the moment. I believe SSG should take this one, but you know LOC has been looking kind of scary, no? Then Crumbs, Ping Warriors, Prodigy Esports. I'm not sure how this happened, but Prodigy Esports, I would love to see them make it again. I gave them my prediction last month. And then New Heights Gaming will probably make it out versus whatever this is. Queremos un something. And face Pioneers, and there you go. They're on match point at the moment. Okay, you know what? Maybe we can tune in real quick and see what they're up to, if they're in a game. Yeah, they are in a game. Okay, Senka, you know what to do. Prodigy got a free lower, you say. Has Rip OG played in a monthly final since World Cup? I don't believe so. I think they have missed the last couple monthly finals. My English proficiency level. Why don't you take a guess? What monthly finals am I casting this month? Yeah, technically not announced, but I don't think it, like, it legitimately does negative harm. Game sound is too loud. We can turn it down. Is that better? Could you say that again? Actually, you know what I need to do? I think I need to crank this up, and that should be better. Is this better? Everyone's saying the game sound is too loud. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, up my mic more. I think this is where I capped it to be. Yeah, better but not perfect. I can try doing something on my mic. I also completely missed the outcome of that game because I was doing anything but looking at the game. So sorry, folks, as I kind of like sift through these beginning things. My threshold. Let's say my limiter is around here. Is that better? Are you able to hear me better? Around -8 is where I have it. I don't know why my sound is so quiet right now. It is kind of strange, huh? The sound's fine. Good to know. Please cast in A. Like the finals or this right now. I'm just kind of getting into the rhythm of things because there are a bunch of things up in the air right now. Let's see. We can chat when... A lot of things going on and only one screen to see it all with. That is the biggest struggle. The finals. Yeah, I'll be there. Don't worry. I don't know what the, rotation's going to be, but rest assured I will be on North America. should dual cast like Semantic is? Split screen? How is he doing split screen? Is he getting a feed from Sunny and from himself, or what? I don't really have the setup for this right now. What I have in front of me right now is like the core of what is required, like split up and perched on various surfaces around my parents' office. In fact, not even the camera is straight. Oh no, I just made it worse. Okay, wait. There we go. He's using Boss's iPad. Well, unfortunately, I don't have Boss's iPad. And I don't have like a second game capture. So he's screen sharing. Oh, see, that's smart. No, I got too many moving parts at the moment to do anything special. We are just waiting on the next round to get started, which means we can start talking about it, actually. And we should be headed to the third round of the lower bracket. That's right. And let's start thinking of matches that we're going to watch here. I'll pull up what's going to be going on, and we'll even hit it with a refresh. Lower bracket round 3, let's talk about it. New Heights, they'll be facing Pioneers most likely. Crumbs versus Ping Warriors. Who's on Ping Warriors? Okay, I know Ral G8, but unfortunately I'm not familiar with the other folks. And I know Crumbs better than them. I know Crumbs at least made GKR. So I'm going to go with Crumbs to face Prodigy Esports and Prodigy Esports to win that one. LLC Esports to face the outcome of IX Squares versus W Boys, which I think will be IX Squares. I think IX Squares has already faced SSG in the lower bracket final. Ripo G versus Quebec Elite to go on and face Eternal. And I got to see if anything has been shared in the group chat. Yes. Okay, folks. We're now hopping into voice. Yo. Hello? Oh, hold up. Oh, it doesn't want to connect, huh? Can you guys hear that, by the way? I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, because it's not showing up in Streamlabs. Can only hear me. You're not able to hear Semantic. Interesting. Very bizarre. If I'm talking to Semantic, you cannot hear Semantic. That sucks. Why would you not be able to hear him? Well, that doesn't work very well, does it? Output, yep. I mean, everything's set up normally. I don't know. Whenever I strip away from my normal setup, everything seems to go awry, doesn't it? I've never had this issue before in like 6 years of streaming. So we're just going to have to roll with the punches, I think. Or you boot up 2 streams at the same time, can do that too. Isn't. Oh, well, maybe it's not meant to be. Repeat what he said. He said, my name's Semantic. I'm a world champion. And what mean things should I make Semantic say about himself? Allegedly. All he said is that people are playing for worlds. He's aware of the qualification scenarios. He didn't ask me to... No one has to ask for anything. I get to do whatever I want. This is my stream. Oh, well. I can try and get their audio. This is so strange. I've never had that problem. Let's try again. Let's see if you can hear them. It's just not appearing at all. So, I don't know. God Brawl Star, No, your match did well. It wasn't here. If it was, yeah, I literally didn't start streaming until like a few minutes ago. I'm coming in after the upper bracket finals. Also, give me a sec. Much better. Much, much better. Now you can actually see my face. Not that it's really that important. What if I use my speakers? Hell no. No way I'm doing that. Besides, this is a dynamic mic. It's not supposed to pick up any audio except for my voice. Or stuff coming out of my face. Yeah. I'm just messing with you, Mew Mew. I'm just being silly. I don't mean to be mean. We do have our next round starting at least. We should have, let's see. We've got Rip OG playing at the moment. My high-end equipment? No, it's not. I would actually rather have no audio than play audio through speakers and have it picked up by a microphone. So, let's see. That's just me. Yeah, strange things going on at the moment. I wonder, like, how does that even happen? Oh, interesting. Wait, I might have figured it out, everyone. Should be this. Let's see if that works now.
50 points right now. Wow. Thanks to them beating them. Wow. I wonder what the head-to-head tiebreak is.
Okay.
If they close this.
We
Yep.
got it.
It's working.
Hello, ready.
It's working now.
Hello, Semantic. Hello, Sunny.
Hello.
How's it been
How you
covering
doing?
North America today? Dude, I've been
Oh,
been
you need to
chilling.
see this. Ready. Look at my stream.
Okay.
You're gonna love this.
Right, let's see.
Are you ready? You're not ready. I
hold
swear
up.
to God, you're not ready.
Hold up. I'm trying to type in Semantic right now. Okay.
I'm also screen sharing.
Okay.
No. See that.
Oh,
Are you
that's what
ready?
you meant by your stream.
Are you ready?
For what? All I'm seeing is
What?
basketball right now. Oh, that's right. You got the double stream. Where's Boss right now? Is Boss next to you again?
He's sitting next to me. He's next to me.
What up, Boss? If you can't hear me, tell him I said hi.
I'll tell him.
That's killer, man. Dude, Semantic, this means that you can have a ball cam.
True.
A what?
It's just
What,
Oh, ball cam!
did you interpret that differently?
I was
we
crying.
just it's just
I
an
am
issue for everybody
excited.
watching on mobile, basically.
Yeah, you can. Do you remember like in BSC where they're like if someone cornered the ball,
Yes,
they'd have a
hold on,
cam
hold on,
for
I
it?
got you. I actually got you. Hold on. This is so easy to make. Watch. Just
Dude.
gonna. I need someone bravo.
Now your chat's going crazy right now. Dude, or you could do like the double heist cam. That's heat, and you got a overlay as well. You got the scoreboard. That's awesome.
It's like this, and now I just need a bravo game.
Wow,
ready.
there you go. There you go.
I need the bravo game. Anyone a bravo?
Yeah, someone corner the ball real quick, please. So we can
Anyone
see
can corner?
Actually,
Let me
you know
hop
what?
into a match.
Brawl Ball is where we're heading in just a moment.
Yes.
Alright, look. And now at the bottom left, you see like the ball is here. I need it zoomed in. Wait, look. It's like this. Hold on. I can zoom it in.
Yeah, we should be going to Pinball Dreams.
So this is the ball cam.
Wow.
This is what you meant.
Incredible. You know what would be a crazy way to watch this game is if you had like 3 different spectators and each one is following a separate player. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And like, it's a bit hard to do though. Because we see the same vision almost.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
I would like that in one team though. Like if it's an assassin at the top, that like you have like assassin view.
Dude.
So how are we gonna do it, guys?
Okay,
Are we gonna
so
cover the same matches now, or do that later?
when there are numerous good matches happening at the same time, we'll like split it up one apiece. Yeah?
Okay.
So the good matches that I'm looking at right now are Rip OG. Yeah.
LSV against IX is what I want to do right now.
LLC, you can take LLC against IX, and then we got New Heights Gaming as well. And you can have that
Yeah,
one,
well,
Sunny, if you'd like. New Heights Gaming.
I'm just gonna stick with semantic, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Oh yeah, Sunny is just on my stream. She's not streaming herself.
Yes. Yes. We figured it doesn't make sense.
Got you. Semantic, what happens if you look at my stream right now?
Hold on.
Inception.
That's what I'm hoping. I want to see how many levels deep we can get. As we're just killing time waiting for players to get in game.
Oh, you have face cam. Your stream is so much cooler.
Yeah. What's up? Why do you don't have face cam right
today?
now? Oh wow, look at that.
I do not have face cam.
Oh, and it's there we go. The infinite tunnel. Okay, thank you. This has been a fun exercise. And it's gonna like trickle down.
It's going.
Each one. So dumb. So dumb. Okay. Matches are starting
what?
now. What?
Okay, yeah, yeah. So someone said ready is all over the screen. It's a bit okay.
Whoa. I'm all over the screen is what you meant. Yeah. Just, little typo there. All good. Happens all the time. Okay, I'm gonna deafen up and get into Rip OG. See y'all in a bit.
See you.
You.
All right.
Bang.
Let's
do
see
it,
against
people.
IX. Left sound on. Just be muted, I think. Sound is on. All right, good job.
Boom, boom. That's right. I got to deafen up. All right, everyone. It's Rip OG versus Quebec Elite. Rip OG, they got sent down to the lower bracket earlier. And they're trying to make their first monthly final in the second half of the year. They didn't quite make it to Brawl Cup, of course. And it's been a bit of a struggle since then. And they left Kit wide open for Quebec Elite. Does it not feel like the greatest move here? Now, they left it open because they believed that they had something to answer it with. So is it enough is really the question of the day. It's a bull on the top left, making its way towards the goal, opening things up. Charles clears the goal, and that's one. Make it two, actually, for Rip OG. To get them game number one here versus Quebec Elite. Now, keep in mind, folks, there is still one more round for them to get through. But I feel like they have a pretty open run here in the lower bracket, and contrary to what we have seen in previous months. We're going to swap these sides around and give you the perspective of Quebec Elite this time, what it feels to have Charles on the bull run down at you. Hank has been a big problem for Rip OG so far. It seems to be dealing quite a bit of damage to them so far. The Byron strat really is interesting. It's mostly focused on synergy. What perplexes me is, yes, it has absolutely no defense against the Kit. Anything that Kit can 3-swipe is in danger. Second, though, hits 2 crits in a row. Looks good for him. Charles now looking for the counter to this Hank. And he's got a way to break open these walls. Has the combo. Decide not to go for it. Instead, to go for the kill on Hub. And keep position for Rip OG. Yeah. I feel like there was an opportunity for him to score there, but just knew better than to absolutely send it. Hypercharge popped for Nate. Ends up being completely fruitless. There's a support for Charles to cycle up those stuns. No kill on a Hank just yet, though. Had that been a kill on a Hank, possible goal. These heals, though, are keeping second best alive. One of the bigger storylines for Rip OG right now has been with the departure of OG, who comes to fill those really big shoes, someone who's been in the competitive scene for so long. And Sam is being put in this support role, which I think is a really easy way to slot him in for the team and support a player like Charles, who picks up 3 and should be able to walk this into the goal. It's good for him that Spicy did not have a super there, or was even 2 shots away. He was, in fact, 1 shot away. Very close call. Nearly a missed opportunity for Rip OG off of that. Excellent torpedo from Hub. Gets a takedown onto Charles. And now we'll see Spicy trying to corner this ball. Second just trying to create this momentum. Sam offering the heals. Second should be able to slot this in. Even went for the bounce shot. And that secures set number 1 for Rip OG. Why does it look like my setup is 5 feet in the air? So the setup is actually about 2 feet tall, and I'm about like 3 inches tall. To answer your question. That's probably why. No, because usually I'm like at eye level, but this time I'm like full shrimp mode, like down like this. Ugh. Penny just, or oh, excuse me, Perry just won with Kid on this map. Interesting. Yeah, it is much higher up than usual. I could, of course, move it down to here. And you could have a... If you really wanted to look at me this way, which you don't. So, I'll move it up this way. Given that Semantic and Sunny and I are splitting up the matches like this, should be more opportunity to watch individual matches, thankfully. That's a very good idea from Semantic, though, to watch 2 at the same time. Is Chino hiding in that closet? No. No. Nope, just my victims. I look like I'm a giant. Well, yeah, it's all a matter of perspective. If I get closer to the camera, then sure. Turn off the face cam. What else do you want to see? Because all I got for you is this. Yeah, at least my face is smaller. You don't have to look at as much of it. I pretty legitimately have nothing for you to see. Unless what you want to see is... Oh, I don't even have it here. Kind of look like Buddy the Elf in the North Pole. Like from the movie Elf? Like Will Ferrell? Nope, nope. Real Canadian's not in there. Don't open the door. He's not in there. Don't let him out. If he were supposedly in there, don't let him out. Yeah, that's true. I don't, on this version of the overlay, the one that's designed for like my portable setup, I don't have the Subway Surfers footage. I'm pretty sure if I enabled the Subway Surfers, then it would cause my entire computer to freeze and I would have no way to spectate anything. I look like I'm going to deny you entry to the bar. I don't see, now, when you think of a bouncer at a bar, I'm not sure what, like, imagery that conjures up in your head, but I'm pretty sure like 5'9", like, you know, trim white guy is not what appears in your head. Like, look at me, dude. I'm not built like a brick wall like these bouncers. Do a middle part for the next monthly finals. Hell no. I'm not petite. What are you talking about? Also, why would you use that? And why would you use the... Never mind. As the incorrect terminology to use. That is not the correct word to use. I don't like that. Let the hat go. All you're going to see is hat hair. All you're going to see is me when I haven't, like, done anything with my hair. Yeah? Or do you want to? You don't... I don't know why you'd want to see it. Hair looks better? Well, guess what? I don't care what you think. Unless you're paying me. I would keep the hat off for 5 gifted. Hatless ready. Yeah, I'm always wearing a hat on these quals, aren't I? That hat makes me look like a 17-year-old and not in a good way. Well, I don't care. I got a case of baby face. It is true. I look quite young. You look at some of my old videos, and I look like an actual 10-year-old. Let me find, like, Ready, Set, Brawl Stars merch unboxing, and you'll see what I mean. Let's see. Go to my YouTube channel. Maybe some people are watching. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's me. 9 people watching. Yes! Yes, I finally made it. At last, I'm a YouTube superstar. And you said I would never do it. But the joke's on you. Did I get rid of the merch unboxing video? Well, I'm going to have to go into my privated videos. Take me to YouTube Studio, please. Gosh, I guess I privated that video. Let's see. Where is my content? And where is my unboxing video? I don't even see it. That's not right. Where is it? Am I dumb? Merch box giveaway. Reaction. Unboxing, but that's not the one. By the way, I'm monitoring and they have not gotten in game. We're literally waiting. Alienware unboxing. Not the one I was looking for. That is just not right. Oh, 1 to 30 of 40. I'm stupid. There we go. $200 of merch. Wow, that was a lot of... Yeah, my... Look at me. Look at me in this video. Holy crap.
This is a huge...
I look like a baby. I was 20. It's insane. Nightmare fuel? I didn't need to hear that. Get me in game, please. I looked like a child. I'm 25? Yeah. RC 2.0. Bruh. You can relay in Fro? Yeah. Okay, Rip OG, they're leading with 61% so far. And look at the comps here. Right. Bonnie makes sense, Amber makes sense. The Stew also makes sense if you're thinking specifically of Lou. We don't know what the bans were. Second's going nuts. He needs one more shot onto Hub. Charles could also go for the pinch. He's got one, looks for the double. Second's there with the finishing balloon. And Rip OG count up to 80%. Quebec Elite looking for their final push in. No hypercharge super out of Nate just yet, but it would at least win them back control. It's a hypercharge from Hub. And man, this Crow just does so much work, specifically in the Amber matchup. Why did they go Crow? Crow's just really good in an anti-tank right now, is what I've been told. Also, just like the rest of the kit, is strong. People are realizing the strength of like what you can do with the shield gadget. Kind of a ripple effect. You know, some people recognize that it's strong. Also, just like several buffs over the last several months, way more anti-heal than he used to have, for example. Strongest lane in the game. Very interesting. It just evidences how this game has changed within the last month. Crow's just too squishy before. Well, he barely has any health still, but yes, that shield is helping him. Sam's able to pop it and stay alive. Quebec Elite are doing a good job of challenging Rip OG on this point, and they're looking also to break open the walls by the looks of things. Hoping to win the range matchup versus Crow, I believe. It's not going to be that great for Amber. My gosh, Charles is on a tear. And that's another kill for a second. It's one thing about Gus. Usually doesn't confirm kills, but he is a damage machine. The second is putting him to good use, especially on a map, or at least against a comp where there aren't really that many tanks. The tankiest thing here is, in fact, the Bonnie, which gets outranged by the Gus, but should provide more pressure. Right now, the range game is being won versus Cordelius. Charles gets one. The Mushroom Kingdom gets him a bit of healing, but now he's burned down. And it looks like he'll be sent to a fiery grave. Oh! Just one tick of fire off. Rip OG are nicely ahead. Second best is keeping Hub back. A jump in from Hub, looks for the stun, but finds himself just out of reach of second. On the left side, Spicy. Hanging in there, barely dodged a dagger from Crow, but gets shut down by Charles. Now up to 90% for Rip OG. They're threatening a second 2-0 set in a row. and it almost is inevitable at the moment. They have walked all over this point, pretty much, well, Charles being a former dog walker himself. Dog walked the Quebec Elite backlines. And second, of course, doing the most damage. But Cordelius has been a hot commodity at the moment because of just how useful he is in this current meta. Tons and tons of damage, and also the versatility to adapt to different compositions. You know, pop on the Mushroom Kingdom when you're not just prioritizing not getting run down. Rare case of a Gust Hyper actually dealing meaningful damage. It happened in Game 1. I remember it on the backlines. Yep. Looking at the comps as well, like Amber makes sense. I'm not sure at which point she was selected, but Amber makes sense as a last pick. Yeah. Like, popular in the last meta, I believe, but I feel like it's very straightforward. You just, like, don't run her down. She's only good into stuff that tries to run you down, something like a Draco, which I feel like should still be ban-worthy, right? I mean, surely, like, Gray is banned as well. Yes, Senka, what's up? What are you saying, Senka? Driving in your car right after a beer. I would strongly advise against that. Well, I would strongly advise against that while Twitch chatting and managing an overlay. Oh, it's the Asgore thing. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. Have you played the game also? There's an online game where you try and run over December. Yeah, you play as Asgore on a like vehicular manslaughter rampage. Hello, La Creamy. How are you? Have I seen FNAF Asgore Remix? I have not, no. Enlighten me. Can't believe that's actually a thing. Oh, it's wonderful. I haven't played all the way through Chapter 4, so, like, don't spoil me. Yeah. At first, so a friend of mine, one of the folks that's here with me, believed that that was actually, like, a spoiler. And he was, like, pretty irritated about it. But after finishing the chapter, he's like, oh, wait, it's not. Have I clashed any Royales or clans? I haven't clashed a Royale since 2018, and I never really did clash a clan. I think I maxed out my Town Hall 12, and that's about it. The best caster for a day. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Spinning Record. You know, I do my best. On that topic, I listened to some of my commentary from last month, and I was actually really pleased with my commentary last month. I was pretty proud of myself, actually. It just is me, like, you know, getting more enthusiastic about the game. What have I actually studied lately in my Counter-Strike degree, my computer science degree. Also into computer science. That's wonderful. So I don't think I'm going to go back to school. I'm a little bit split on it right now. But because I already, you know, did graduate, I was just going back, seeing if I wanted to, like, do a master's or something. All depends on, you know, whether I get a job soon here. Though, in computer science, in the spring, I took advanced computer architecture, one of the most difficult classes I've ever taken. But if you like computer architecture and you're interested in that stuff, then it's a wonderful topic to explore. So much stuff goes under the hood, like, you know, outside of the scope of, like, systems. Very, very cool. Am I into backend? Like data? Because I was a data engineer for a couple years. Skill diffing every other caster other than Kenny. Interesting. Can't explain how you felt when you checked Twitch and saw me offline for day 2 of Quals. I know. Unusual and very against my brand, but you know, I will tell you something I was thinking about. I was like, why do I not want to stream Quals that much? And the reason is just this month. Reason is because I did like EMEA, And I did APAC one weekend. The next weekend, I did North America and South America. And then the next weekend, I had a stream as well. I was doing Rival Challengers League. And then now it's the next weekend after that. Right? And so, like, I don't know if y'all get outside much, but you may be shocked to discover that the weekend is when the rest of the world gets a break from what they're doing. Right? And so when you're always busy, when the rest of the world isn't, then you kind of never get to interact with them. So it's just a lack of balance, you know? A computer USB-C power brick, like a high wattage one. Where can you find one? Let's see. Oh, you know what? There's actually a treat waiting for you in this room. You know, if you're hungry. And it's not in a cage that is rigged with a tripwire. You reach in front of the camera to get it. Ugh! Why is your hand wet? I don't know what he's been doing off cam. Hold up. I think this is match point, everyone. Okay. There we go. Malnourished, you're correct. I was shocked. Sword is like 6'1", but the way that he positioned his like arm in front of the camera, it was like the Hulk came in to like get a charger. Why am I watching to the side all the time? That's where I have my device that I'm using to spectate. Motion. The W motion. Quebec Elite won game 1. Okay, thank you, Thomio. Senka? I'm summoning him like a butler named Jeeves. Oh boy. Yeah, see, that's why Charlie's not that good into Melody on Heist. You've literally frozen the Melody next to your safe and she continues to deal damage. No, his hand wasn't actually wet. I just said it because it was funny. All right. Charles, oh no. Not into the double aggro. Okay, Quebec Elite. They're coming back, huh? So let's break this down. Man, look at that. Yeah, second going crazy on the Sam, but this is a strat. Also, what on earth was Sam? Oh, excuse me. Sam was playing Charlie, but for whatever reason, Charlie's lose animation is to remove herself from the screen. Big fan of Angelo on defense. Same for Charlie, but into this comp, like into Melody, she doesn't really cut it. Not when Melody's all up in your business. So we're going to set 4. Oh, you know what we should have over here? I keep on going to full cam by accident. Wait a minute. Where'd our chat go? Oh, it's just no one was saying anything. Got you. About to fight the 5th castle in Angry Birds Epic. This is my 12th playthrough. Angry Birds Epic? I didn't realize that was a game. I played like Angry Birds Rio, Angry Birds Super, Angry Birds Z, Angry Birds Kai, Angry Birds 2, Angry Birds the Squeakquel. There are a lot of Angry Birds games. Hello, Blazy. I hope that's how you say your name. Why'd they take Angry Birds RIP off the App Store? Is it a rip of Angry Birds or what? Angry Birds Rio was peak. Has no one heard of the other Angry Birds games that I've been listing off? Cord would have been better into those 2. Yeah, and it's entirely possible that he was banned Yes. It is very, very possible. Though, I think he lacks the versatility. Bad Piggies, peak. Except, as I learned, there was actually a bug in Bad Piggies that made it so that some of the physics were like dependent on the refresh rate. So there was one level that I was trying to complete that was actually impossible on 120 hertz. And thankfully, it ended my Bad Piggies addiction. Unfortunately, it caused my life to fall apart before my very eyes. Yep. Bad Piggies caused my divorce. It caused me to be fired from my job. I stopped eating healthy. I stopped working out. All because of Bad Piggies, believe it or not. I am saying that. It's either Pro and Brawl Stars or Bad Piggies, and it's a tough choice, but it's between those two. Yeah. What they don't warn you about when you become a Bad Piggies pro is that there are 0 transferable skills, right? Like, you can't show up to McDonald's and they say, so, tell us about a time that you had to collaborate at work, and you say, well, there was a king pig and he was really hungry for some eggs, and so I had to steal them. And so the way that we got around this was actually we put like the weight of the machine in the back, and we also used metal boxes in certain parts of the contraption to deliver the egg to the king. Yeah, it's my lore with Angry Birds. Really, I can't see how many people are watching right now, but I'm imagining it's like going down. I take pleasure in that. Also, just the fact that it's taking forever for this game to get started. It's only gone up? Dude, think about... Actually, consider this. And also, like, what? Half the screen is my face and the other half is chat? Maybe this is it. Maybe I don't need a job. Maybe I don't need to stay in school. Maybe I just have like unhinged ramblings on Twitch to anonymous internet people. 165 up to 168. I know what's working, everyone. It has to be the Bad Piggies discussion. They re-released the original Angry Birds, then decided to remove it from App Store simply because it was becoming way too popular compared to their new free-to-play. Okay, that just doesn't sound right. Because it was coming way too popular? That doesn't make sense because there's, unless they're worried about like cannibalizing their own Angry Birds IP, which does make sense. That is actually what happened. How do we know? Did they say that or what? By the way, so I'm at my parents' house right now. I managed to find this artifact, and I've never had one of these before. It's pretty all right, but it tastes very much like lemon lime prime, which is not really... I don't think I liked a single prime flavor. Why every good Angry Birds game got removed from the App Store. I'm guessing because, well, first of all, Rovio like downsized a ton because the game just like wasn't as popular, or the IP wasn't as popular anymore. So they had to like lay off a ton of people. In fact, I wonder if I'm allowed to hang on. Hang on, I'm looking up something. Just looking up this. Looking at his resume. Activity, experience. There you go. Okay, so I can say it. You know Adrian, the guy in charge of balance on Brawl Stars? He actually used to work at Rovio before he came to work at Supercell. They're another Finnish company. But yeah, my that's a huge tangent. My thought is, though, that they just did not have the manpower to keep those games updated. My heart will stop beating in 60 hours. Not unless you cast a spell. Obviously. I want you to know, auto-passing, that this is not my 400th. This is probably my 397th monster since 2020. Yes, we know who's responsible. You know, the Angry Birds are notorious for being unbalanced. Like the... Dude, the blue one, just, oh my gosh, so broken. You've been counting? I've saved every monster tab that I have gotten from a monster. Oh man, Charles, oh, it's wonderful. Excuse me, there are more important matters to attend to. My gosh. OG's dancing all over them. This is beautiful to watch. Just expert use of the Gray Teleport. Sam's got 7 stars. What else can you really ask for? There's nothing quite like a Gray game where everyone is teleporting exactly where and when they intend to. It is like watching a coordinated ballet. Some of the best Brawl Stars that you will see. The Flying Eagle was outright pay to win. Yes. However, you know, are you loading into ranked Angry Birds and you're like, oh my gosh, of course this guy would have a freaking Flying Eagle. It's a single player game. Where am I looking? My script? Yeah, it tells me how RipOG is supposed to win in the 4th set here. It's all the details for the rest of the season. What you don't realize is that Brawl Esports is actually just a well-choreographed, think like WWE, you know? Like, where we know the games aren't real, but it's still really entertaining. No way Sam gets away with this. Oh, see, of course. Now, Charles died from that too. Goodness. They collapsed on the left side. Genie getting worse since 2020. Believe it or not, 2026, Genie makes Worlds. Okay? And why would I lie to you? I actually wonder if he'll, make another monthly final. That would be interesting to see. Ooh. The team flay from Quebec Elite is actually on fire right now. Charles got to get out of there. No teleport for the guy. Sam's looking for the kill. Needs to get 2 on Bonnie. And that poison's helping, but Jae Young is ready to heal it right back up. Ooh, second. Sidesteps the mark from Bell. Could be a fire last push for RipOG. Without that mark on the right side, that's going to hurt, and also without the nest egg to slow down second. Otherwise, would have been a free kill for Bell. She's got another nest egg to lay down, so where's she putting it? Probably waiting for someone to push her. Here comes a hypercharge in from Sam. This one is to go ahead to the next round for RipOG. And nope, taken down. Kills flying both ways. Quebec Elite come out on top with a 20-star game. And once more, we are headed to a tied set. The script is about as potent as a magic 8-ball. The script is the script. And anytime you think something's going off script, that's just what you're meant to believe. The writing, at times, is questionable. Okay? But it is all in writing. Yeah, and I really like how our actors, players, get the creative liberty to, win however many games or die however many times they want, as long as they just fulfill the projected set score. Like, RipOG is supposed to win in set 4. You see how they went about it. They, Quebec Elite give them game 1. They're like, okay, cool, Quebec Elite, you can have game 2, right? Let Quebec Elite have a little bit more time in the spotlight before they get shut down in set 4. I'm just saying that Quebec Elite have looked pretty good. It was a costly mistake. That hurts. Yeah, Charles out with a Protesto. That one kind of stinks. Probably should have hit that hook. He'll have another one, and thankfully he has a super to match up with it, but he's going to need to be confident about hitting that hook to go for the long pull. And Sam, you'll be able to tell when, because Sam's going to be ready to hit him with a 4K. Or whoever, you know, Charles pulls, hit them with the 4K. Charles going for it. Oh, never mind. Slideshow. Womp womp. What is going on here, folks? I mean, y'all are watching the same game I am. Oh my gosh, what's happening to the Wi-Fi, dude? Yeah, see, what you're meant to do here is fill in the blanks. What is happening? Okay. Parents' Wi-Fi, yeah, is often quite questionable. What is happening? Hang on. This is unwatchable. You know what? I'll let you see the finishing part of it. Remarkable. Let's see what my internet speed is right now. I have no idea why this is happening, because this internet is legendary. Like, I don't know. It's good internet. But it could just be the game. Hopefully it was just that match. But right, that is now set complete. And I didn't quite catch the ending. What happened there? Who won? I was really distracted. Second one. All right. And that's match win. So they should be going on to the next round. So let's now look at this bracket. Let's see. That'll be Rip OG going to face Eternal. That one, I think Eternal is going to win. Don't let Charles or Second or Sam here. But Eternal should be winning that. They've looked so good lately. Their drafts have been awesome. SSG facing the winner of LC versus IX Squares. Let's see. Do we have anyone game at the moment? We do have Crumbs versus Ping Warriors. So we can look at that. Oh, spectate already pending, it says. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to restart Brawl Stars. And hopefully that fixes something. Tribe wins the Solar System Finals. What? What are you talking about? Move to Texas for better replay ping. Thomio, I'm in Houston, Texas right now. I have 10 ping to Dallas. And I don't know what to tell you. It's just unfortunate. I think it might actually be my device crapping up. But, dude, like, the system that I've had this year for monthly qualifiers is the same system that I had last year. I've made absolutely zero changes to it. I've not done, like, any maintenance. It is the exact same. So, it's going to be crummy. My apologies. But next year, oh, y'all should see my new broadcast package. In fact, I'm probably going to run Match Reno pretty soon here just to give my, new thing a try. I'm working on automations. I have just, like, way better automation now. I'm just missing, like, a few little pieces here and there. Have I ever been to UTD? You know what's funny is one time, maybe you remember Nighttime Clasher. Nighttime Clasher and I went to UTD because we wanted to film a video. Essentially, it was like, if you can beat Night in Brawl Stars, then you get $100. And honestly, it was like such a stupid idea because we didn't even like really have $100 with us. We just knew that no one would beat him. So we show up and we try to get people to like do a video with us, and then campus security shows up and they're like, "You can't be here." I'm like, "Well, I'm a UT student, right? This is a public university." And they're like, "No, you can't be here." I'm like, okay, well, we'll leave. And he's like, yeah, you will. And we're like, okay. So the guy's like power tripping, and we're like, okay, well, we're going to my car. And he's like, yeah, I'll make sure of that, and like follows us as if, we were like criminals for trying to film a YouTube video. Yeah. And so obviously that never saw the light of day. And the dude that we were trying to film the video with like wanted to be part of it, but the campus security is like, this is for your protection. And the guy's like, I want to do this. So he's like, I'm protecting you. Like, holy smokes, dude, it's not that serious. Have I played Peak? No. Is it Friend Swap? SSG barely makes LCQ this year but wins the Worlds. Cope. Huge Cope. I love those guys on SSG, but like, holy smokes, bro. You're going to like be left questioning reality when you wake up from the copium. If they barely make a postseason, I believe they can make it through LCQ, but Worlds is a whole different ballpark. Friend swap with climbing. Interesting. So we can watch the other match. I may decide to watch Semantics coverage. That may be what I do. Here. I know he's streaming it. So why don't I do this? If this lags my computer super hard, then that would stink. Right. Hang on, I'm just getting it to the right dimensions at the moment. I wonder if that will work. Let's try it. Let's switch the window over to, and it won't capture it. It doesn't even recognize its existence. Unless, what is that? Oh, maybe? It's possible? There we go. Okay, that doesn't look the prettiest. But it's what we've got for now. I'm going to unmute.
Oh, because you connected one.
Yes,
It just came
I
out while you
saw
said it.
Yes, I saw it now. Harry's
Crazy
trying
timing.
to go in one last time. It's not enough damage. 1000 HP and Elvis, and they get this game.
Yo.
Match point for LLC.
Hello.
Ayo,
My thing finished. Rippo G took it.
your
Yes.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
We talked
Oh.
about. You missed out on a lot. We talked about cake.
About cake?
What's your favorite cake?
My favorite
How
cake?
was your cake?
I
What?
like German chocolate cake, actually. I do.
Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte?
What?
Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte?
I just heard he likes German cake, Semantic.
Gotcha. Yeah,
You
I
got
don't.
yourself someone.
Okay, are we talking? We're talking about the pastry, right?
Yes, of
I
course.
mean, do
Yes.
you want to talk about the pastry?
Okay. Obviously, I misunderstood.
I know we were. But
Uh-huh.
like,
So it started out as talking about the pastry.
Oh, and then, naturally, as all conversations do, it trended
Exactly.
towards.
oh,
Well, let's
okay.
see.
We are currently in set 5. LSC is up one game
Oh
here.
my god, that's huge.
Kirito's going absolutely crazy right now. Oh, we
No
stunned.
way.
Oh, they found
Kirito
the.
came in from the bottom and they got pinched. They couldn't go anywhere. That hurts. LLC has the match point.
Oh.
They only need 3 more gems. Pika falls. Perry's gonna fall here as well. It's over.
Ooh,
Oh, hold on.
interruption.
Eh,
Oh, this could be it.
I'm not sure why it's on the heal star power, honestly. I would always play with star power Vita currently. Oh, with Star is just getting so much better.
Oh, no long pull for Pierre. That hurts. They got the setup for Pika, at least. They just have to, go in and get a kill. and not give that super to Tara. Shade Hypercharge? Maybe. Come on, Pika! Pika needs a kill.
You got a gem with Shade. That's an easy target.
Perry is a super in gray.
That's
Can
it.
go in
Slow.
here, get the Terra with the
That's
gadget,
possible?
saves herself.
That's a reset. Or the Tower hype. This tower's so broken in gem grab. Lulu also got the gem carry there on the bottom. That is unfortunately almost uncomebackable.
They need to get the Terra. She's in top left. Do they know?
Surely.
Luki surely
Almost
knows.
like, oh, don't even have time for that.
No.
GG!
Wins against IX. It's gonna face SSG now, which they have history in GKR. But this multi-qualifier, this is a game up with more prep. Way more prep. So let's
Those
see
two
if we're gonna see
teams-
an upset or not.
Those two teams are actually only 8 points apart. Both have never made it into the monthly finals.
Wow.
And if they win against SSG, they would be kicking SSG out of Worlds and LCQ. And it would be their first monthly final ever.
I know.
So back to the cake.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. The
So
important
we were
thing at
talking
hand.
about this cake.
It's so sad.
This
Don't show it
cake? Hold
again.
up. Hold
I'm
up.
so sorry.
That cake. Oh, check that out. What did that originally say?
I think Toxic Lotus has it on Twitter. I can find it if you want me to. But Toxic Lotus took this part off.
Maybe it said
So I'm like-
thanks brawlers or something like that.
Thanks, brawlers. That would make sense. So they went
find
for
it really fast.
Hank's brawl. Like that's the part that they cut out.
Give
If
me
it
one
said
second.
thanks,
I will
brawlers.
find it.
Oh, gotcha.
Either way, it said the best players. It said the best players are with you.
Oh, the best players.
Okay, and basically, I just won World Cup. I came backstage. I see this cake because I saw it on Twitter. I'm like, what do you mean there's a cake backstage? So I cut a piece right in the middle of up, and I ate up.
Up.
And then I tried it. It was ass. I left it in my caster's room.
No. And you left it in the caster's room.
Left it in my caster's room.
So
because the
that's
caster's going
that
by and
cake
was
that I
fucking up the
ate.
cake.
I was wondering how
Ate
it
my
got
cake.
there.
No way. Now they think we just left out food like that. Didn't even
Wow.
didn't the
Sounds,
courtesy
sounds
of
like a
throwing it
usual.
away.
And that's
Wow.
crazy because
That's
they're
why
going to
I
be
got the
going through
pay
the
cut.
list. They're going to be like, okay, who are we going to have to do the world finals? Sunny, she probably was the one who left that cake behind. So no Sunny.
I hate you, Semantic. No, but I felt so bad in general. Like, they actually made a cake. This is the first time we ever had
It's fake.
cake.
It's like 6 layers.
Wow.
Look at this. Like you can see
Yes.
them.
This is the first time they ever specifically made a cake for an event.
Yeah.
But they put it out so late, nobody took from it.
Aw. They
place
probably
was
just
absolute
they probably just barely remembered that they even had it.
Or they wanted to put it out once the whole event was over, thinking then like everybody would be relieved. That's why it says the best players, right?
They
Oh,
should
The
put
teams
out.
that lost immediately left the site.
Oh, well, yeah. So what they should have instead is loser cakes, so that one for each team. Like
You
when
can take it home.
when you lose, yeah. Oh, bunt cakes for everyone to take home, but
Embarrassing.
like loser cakes, and each one says like, I don't know, something thoughtful like,
GG's.
sorry you suck, yeah,
Something
or-
thoughtful like GG.
or like
Sorry,
maybe
you suck. This is
maybe
crazy.
maybe next time,
No.
so something real hopeful.
You suck is crazy. bro. Imagine I lose against like SK in the grand finals. Don't get a title or like world finals, and I just get a cake. Sorry, you suck. Oh
Maybe
my
that's a
God.
little bit too harsh. They could soften it by saying like, turns out you aren't the best, right? Or something, like same message, different
Oh my God.
different phrasing.
I'll take a cookie. I think a cookie I will take.
Yo, what if it said you suck?
I'll take it. I'll cry.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
no. They ought to have a
Okay.
cake for LCQ Worlds.
Semantic, I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
you a cookie for Worlds, and you're gonna get it if you drop out. You're gonna get 2
Sure.
cookies if you win World Finals, though. So you should win.
Sure, Sonny.
Yeah.
Two if I win. That's a steal. Win, loss, win, loss. That's at 11 minutes ago. Do you have any one of them? ready, perhaps?
I do have New Heights in Knockout, and that's it.
No, they're done already. That's a scrim.
Oh, what the heck?
That's scrimming right now. The LPL team.
Something
the
very
PL.
bizarre just happened where, like, okay, hold up. Lobbies are duplicating. It's like they're cloning themselves. Like, New Heights are in 2 different lobbies at once right now.
Oh, that's
I know
phenomenal.
that bug. I know that bug. But
Yeah.
there's like instead of ask to join, there's like grayed out buttons, right? It's like grayed out.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right,
Yeah,
though.
I
It
know
is a scrim, so we got nothing right now.
because he has a crown. Yeah. Okay, so this is some last set 11 minutes ago though, so we don't know if it's done, if there's some tech issues or anything like that. But yeah, Team Wordle. Are we doing a Wordle?
Sure.
Wordle. Do you know
I do
Brawldle?
Wordle on stream.
You ever do
I
like
don't know that.
you
Yes,
know
I did do that once.
like Power
You know,
League Prodigy? They have little riddles and stuff on there.
I know that. I did try that. It was quite hard for me. I did not make
It
it a
is
lot.
really hard. The category
Even
might
for
be
me.
like, has a brown earring in their belly button.
Oh,
And
that one I don't know.
no, okay, I'm making
You
stuff
know,
up,
that-
but it's like
Bro, what
really,
the hell?
really specific, and like no one knows.
Not bragging, man.
I don't know. I just made something up, but that's what it would be like. Or like between 50 and 60 years of age would be the category.
It's on the age.
Yeah.
All right, ready. I see how it is. I see how it is, ready.
Round 4 is supposed to be starting.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check again. If it
Allegedly,
starts,
the
you can see the
announcement is
main game
out.
bracket.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me check. You can see the timer here then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right. So check in 3 minutes. Because the
Okay.
game is supposed
Okay.
to start at 10.
Well, we
Nice.
got some time
there
to
you go.
kill.
There you have it. So
That's just
what
enough
game do you
time
want
for
then?
a Wordle.
Yeah. Let's look at that bracket, huh?
Wordle might take longer. What games do you want? I don't have all. I do have Pioneers against New United and SSG against LLC.
Mm-hmm.
I have Eternal. I actually have all lobbies. I'm capping. What lobbies do you want?
You have
already?
all of them?
You chose.
You know
I
what?
have all of them.
I
You
might
choose.
like to cover SSG this time.
Okay.
And
I was about to say maybe we should follow that as well because we just watched LLC.
for y'all's. Well, you
Oh.
could do that. Yeah. And then there's also I feel like I never cover Pioneers. Maybe I'll take Pioneers. I can do Pioneers. I can
Okay.
do Prodigy Esports versus Ping Warriors, and you can get the bottom half.
You do top 2.
Okay.
We do bottom 2.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. We're not doing well enough.
Thank you.
Cool.
I would much rather look at cakes.
Yeah, that's right. Because since that was such an interesting discussion, I felt like now that we're finished getting that out of the way, we could get back to talking about cake.
So you said you like German cakes.
Yeah. There is in America. There is a
what
type of
is
cake.
German chocolate cake?
think you mean-
So ready? Chocolate cake. And the frosting is like some kind of like coconut something. I don't know. It's
It's not
just
Schwarzwälder.
it's
No,
what?
it's not. I was thinking about that, Sonny, but it's not.
No, if you look up German chocolate cake, then you'll see what I'm talking about.
It just is a chocolate cake.
And it has coconut. Actually, I don't
Okay.
entirely see what you're looking at.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I honestly have never ate that before, Sonny.
That's the same thing as like French toast, where any French person wouldn't know what we mean.
Yeah.
Or like we have a Swedish Schwedentorte
Uh-huh.
that no Swede would actually know what it is. It's so funny.
Yeah. Well,
What do you call it in English? That green cake with like a green layer of fondant.
green layer of fondant,
on
and
top,
it's a
yeah.
green cake?
No, inside is chocolate, I think. It's a princess cake in English.
Oh.
I this one?
What is that?
Yes, in German we call
I
it
don't know this one.
Swedish cake. But in
I've never ate
Sweden
this
it's also called princess cake.
Looks like
so-
an amoeba.
Chat, we are waiting right now for games to start. Don't worry. We are not just talking about cakes for no reason. We do love cakes, though.
It does
Yeah.
not look like an amoeba though.
Yeah.
An
It looks
amoeba
like
isn't
it
green.
looks like a protist. That's a single-celled
crazy.
organism.
This looks like a big mochi.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
You know what was alarming to me was to learn that like English puddings are not necessarily like, some like goop basically, but they're actually, some kind of pastry thingy. You know what I'm talking about. You ever see like sticky toffee pudding? That stuff?
I think anything that is called country and then food, like French toast or Swedish cake or Swiss cheese in the US as well, has nothing to do with that country whatsoever. Your Swiss cheese is not cheese with holes.
What? What do you mean?
It-
What do you mean it's not cheese with
tastes so
holes?
bad.
What?
It tastes so bad.
Oh, really?
It actually is so bad.
Well, obviously not
Do you
our
like
specialty.
Swiss cheese?
Huh? It's not really my thing. No.
See?
I like you know what y'all are sleeping on, like high key? Like, I'm not gonna say it's like fantastic, but American cheese, I think it's a worse reputation than it deserves from folks in Europe.
The processed one.
Huh?
The processed one.
Yeah, the
No,
one with the food
see, the thing is,
coloring.
it doesn't necessarily have to be processed. All American cheese is like ordinary cheese, except that they put an emulsifier in it so that it like melts easier, basically. So that it becomes a liquid. That's it. Right? Like, I mean, all kinds of things are emulsifiers. Not okay. Kraft American
unfortunately
cheese
cannot
sucks.
You lost
I cannot
me.
talk in this conversation because I just don't like cheese. I don't read raw cheese.
Oh, wait. I got some lore for you. Do you know that like America has these absurd reserves of cheese? Like they have so much freaking like emergency cheese stored in caves.
I think I heard of that before.
Yeah, like some
Emergency
decades
cheese?
ago, it was such
Yes.
an issue that the government just basically had to like keep on buying cheese so that the dairy industry didn't collapse. So they would like sell government cheese.
Do you know how some currencies are backed by things that actually have value? Like
Yes.
the Swiss franc is staying so strong at the moment
Uh-huh.
because we have
Cheese.
it backed by gold.
Ah.
So the dollar is on like 70 cents right now.
Mm-hmm.
70 cents
To the Swiss franc.
in Swiss money is $1.
But, it'd
Sounds
probably
like
be the
your
other way
dollar is
around.
backed by cheese then. That
If-
explains a lot.
It's not,
Shut up.
and if it were, it would be the other way around. It'd be
Probably. Since we are just waiting right now, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna make a call real quick.
I
I'm gonna be back.
all
Okay.
right.
Just asking to change the topic because it's lactose intolerant cannot handle this.
Are his eardrums lactose intolerant too? Like, what am I
I
hearing?
am lactose intolerant too, actually. No, chat out said that, but I'm actually.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
I do not care though. I go through. I suffer. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
Milk
if you
is
need to
good.
take a bathroom break after all this cheese talk, then I can take over.
Alright. We should be a draft any minute actually.
Yes.
All in lobbies for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think we might
So-
actually be in draft for some of them. They are all in heist.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have it here. 1 second. Pit stop. Map number 1. I
Bang.
did send you the bracket already, by the way. This one,
Yes.
if you want to see. Which is the bracket that's going to happen if there's no upsets.
Oh, good to know.
Which, if this happens, it means that whoever wins in lower brackets, Domino's SG, has an advantage because both of these, Pioneers and Electros, will need to win semis against Tribe to
Mhm.
milk even a chance of getting LCQ
Okay.
because they
And
just have a point advantage if they both lose semis.
so, given what I know, whoever wins between S Team and SSG is going to LCQ, right? Because
That's at least correct.
yes. Okay. Cool. Ugh.
Correct.
That's freaky,
And then
man.
there's one scenario where, like, if Electros wins against Pioneers, but
Uh-huh.
Electros loses here, SSG goes to LCQ as well.
Regardless of how they do versus S Team.
Correct.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
Pioneers is under SSG in points, and if they lose here, Electros actually does not catch up to SSG by like
Got
2
you.
points. What is it?
Oh, good to know.
They are right now like 30 points away, and they only get plus 20 points if they
Okay.
make. Oh, sorry, it's here. If they
Gosh.
make Umante finals, so they don't make it.
Jesus, look
Only
at how
20-point
tight that is.
difference is not enough for them. It's too much.
Uh-huh. My God.
So like yeah, Electros needs to like actually get to finals at least, and Pioneers just needs to win to even have a chance of making SQ and a chance to make worlds and need to get finals.
So many
Basically
unusual
try, which is
things.
so hard.
Yeah.
And again, this is only if like no upsets happen, basically.
Uh-huh.
Which is what we're guessing right now. Yeah.
A
That's what
lot
we're
of
going for
weird
right now.
things could happen. You could see like Bobby not make Worlds for
Yeah.
or a postseason for the second year in a row. Could be like Tribe used to be they made every Worlds like starting in 2020. Last year they didn't make it through LCQ. This year it could be they don't even make it to LCQ.
Pioneers now.
Or excuse me, yeah, I say Tribe. Man, it's
Well,
hard to
that's-
separate them from that org because they
I
played
know,
with them.
I know.
Yeah.
So iconic. Quite
Right.
sad. I was really sad when they
Yeah.
took the part. Okay, one game is in game. You split up?
Okay. That's right. That's your game.
Oh, it's my game. On.
Mhm.
True,
it?
I'm doing eternally
Yes,
against
it is.
Prodigy. Yeah, no, you're right. All right, chat. Ready is gonna def himself. Once we're done with one part, half of the games, we're gonna combine again. If you wanna watch the two upper games, go to Ready's stream. If you wanna watch the lower games, go to my stream. So we have hopefully all streams covered. And with that, see you later, Ready.
All right. I'll see you in a bit, man. Okay, folks. You know the drill. We're splitting it up for the last round of the lower bracket. So let's make it happen. I'm going to switch over my stuff to a different window. And let's talk about it, shall we? Oh, that's unusual. There we go. Yep, I'm waiting on one of my matches to start. So, to echo what Semantic just said, this is the final round of the lower bracket. What's going on here is that, I'll show you. If you want to watch either of these matches, that's SSG versus LLC, or you want to watch Eternal versus RipOG, you go over to his stream. He's going to be streaming those. For me, I'm going to be doing these top two matches, Pioneers versus New Heights Gaming, and Prodigy Esports versus Ping Warriors. That's what we'll be covering here. And once either of us finishes our matches, then we're going to recombine our streams. Does that make sense, everyone? Also, Schwaggy, thank you for wasting all of your points. Or yeah, a lot of people wasted their points. Nice. Cool. And we do have Pioneers playing. Pioneers, this is a team that I feel like I've not given them fair coverage this year. And historically haven't. But my justification has always been that I expect them to win. Usually that's what they do. Is they appear and they win. That's something they've been doing as a squad since 2020. The only differentiator really is Fade, who joined the roster in the later part of last year as a tank specialist, given all the meta changes. Putting him on Bull seems to be a good adaptation for the time being, as it's getting them quite a bit of damage versus New Heights Gaming. They've also broken through this first shield. It's massive damage from Tyrant onto Zimp, as he holds lane and Zulan creates the aggression. Another shield on the way for KCP to break through. As Tyrant tried to get a slow on Zimp, was unsuccessful, but he has this positioning that can't be disrupted. Meanwhile, Pioneers have their defensive sight set upon this Miko. Miko's job is literally to jump to the enemy side and do damage. The Pioneers are now taking an approach of simply rushing through all of that. New Heights Gaming are doing their best to defend, but they've got two more brawlers to get through, and Zulan is laying these crits into the safe to bring home game number 1 for Pioneers. What I was saying is that the dynamic of this team has shifted. I'm really rooting this in Brawl Esports history because they were the #1 team in North America as Tribe Gaming going back to even 2020. But something changed last year, and I think it was more than just the meta. It was just like the interpersonal chemistry between the players. Now that they bring Fade on, I think Fade is more aligned with what Pioneers as this squad prioritize, especially in terms of how they just want to lead their lives as well. All these players have something going on besides Brawl Stars in their life. Definitely on the more adult end of professional Brawl players, at least here in North America. But they worked very, very hard while trying to maintain balance in their life. That's something that I really think sets them apart, not as players, but moreover, just as the actual people behind the iPads. KCP are all up on this safe, just like in last game, except, quintuple that. They've got Fade trying to get through this next shield. Also creating the aggression onto God Noob. who apparently has changed his name to GN, so I wonder which one he wants to be known as. A stun onto God Noob, but Zulon cannot pursue thanks to the defensive power of Bruce the Bear. Here comes Fade, now looking for a kill in combination with Tyrant. And he has his super, just needs to get past Nita. Oh, why not take him down? Sure. Can be one shot by Zemp. They need some form of aggression here. They need enough health to get through. There's some damage from Zulon. That's going to help. It also gets that next shield out and starts grinding away. They have to take down Barrier Area, which they are successful at doing. Now really what they need is a super onto Fade. Just a little bit more damage onto him would do it. Doesn't want to feed it to God Noob, but he might have no choice. Tyrant also could disrupt things with a stun of his own. Maybe just go for a Zemp and then send it. But Fade must not be close to a super by the way he's playing. Here comes Zulon back in the Geisha form, hypercharge style. It's tons of damage on the safe. They keep this control for as long as they can. Now they find the time to strike. Fade in with a super and a stun. 3k health to go, and they've gotten it done. It is game 1 and 2 headed to Pioneers. They've gotten set 1. Well done, Pioneers, and thank you, Senka. Let's see if our other match is transpiring right now as well. Yes, they are playing. Another team with not quite as much Brawl history, but I would say a comparably interesting story. I'm talking about Prodigy Esports. They made their first monthly final last month, and they've been playing in the qualifiers reliably. But I'm really only talking about Old Bob over here, not mine. Mine is like an EU import. And he is, I think, bringing over some of his Polish friends, the full squad, to help out drafting for this team. But they did not put on a strong showing in the monthly finals, unfortunately. And it seems like Ping Warriors are really sticking that to them right now here on Pit Stop. But there is hope yet. Prodigy Esports may not have a shield, but Ping Warriors do find themselves on the back foot here. They have some ability to move forward, though. Dan YT can dash. There's a jump for Bonnie. Very over-aggressive move. Not the way to go. Another shot from Dan YT would do it. He needs 3 bull shots to make this happen. And as mine was backed up on defense, Ral G8 forces things forward. No stun for Ral. 20 seconds to go. And a shield to get through. Long way to go and a short time to get there. Old Bob opted not to use the hypercharge on the safe. Instead to try and get yet another super so he can hypercharge the safe when he goes back into the Geisha form, but he needs it now. Really needs to get this off at Dan. Here comes a hypercharge in. Why not? Do as much damage as he can. It's a 4% differential. Bull has got to save the day. 6% on Ping Warriors safe. And Prodigy Esports not only take game 1, but they get game 2 for themselves. That was a strong start for Ping Warriors, but Prodigy Esports fire back strong. They held onto that control. Well played by Old Bob. Didn't overplay his hand with a hypercharge super. Used the hypercharge to survive as he pressed in aggressively. Though they may be scraping the bottom of that top 8 here in North America, you still got to be pretty darn good to get to that stage, and you have to have trigger discipline and just knowledge of when it is ideal to combine your abilities. If SSG doesn't make monthlies, you're ending it. Oh boy. Wait a minute. SSG are... Oh, the SSG are playing LC, excuse me. Okay. And then in monthly finals, they should play STMN if they make it. The players versus the former org. But yes, I really want them to make it. It's larger than just the players. Okay? You have sort of one of the centerpieces of the North American zeitgeist in Bobby captaining this team. You have Chino, really paraded as a Prodigy player for years and one of the focal points of Luminosity for the past couple of years as well. And you have Sands, who came out swinging in his rookie year, didn't get to play in his first World Final that he qualified for because he couldn't get there. Excuse me. Hello, Nala. How are you? But, man, it's larger, I said, than just the players. You have Space Station Gaming, an org that has come back into Brawl Stars. It was a rough ride for them at first, where like the team that they signed, went through some high-profile drama, and they wound up, picking up a team that went on to the World Finals, and they say, okay, let's come back to North America, sign on, STMN's former roster, and a player that swore for a while that he never returned to play for SSG with his team. And they get their shot, and it just has not worked out so far. Toast neutral evil, bro. I checked in on Toast also. I'm happy to report that Toast is doing well. He's just doing his thing. It's just, separate from Brawl Stars now. So I'm happy for the guy, even though he was, for a while, just like a Tasmanian devil. Sort of an agent of chaos. I'm chilling, Nala. I'm obviously in a different environment. I'm in Houston, and I'm hanging out with Tyrannotic and Sword, who are in the other room, laughing about something. I'm not sure what. We have KCP in another set. It doesn't tell you? Did I forget that you live in Houston or something, Sages? Didn't know Sword was here? Oh, yeah. He's also in Houston. Yeah, things just lined up. Tyrannotic is hanging with me for a couple weeks. And Sword is in Houston for a few days. And my parents live in Houston, so it worked out. Okay, what is happening here? Can we just get a normal match? Give me a sec. I have no idea why this is happening. I'm going to try and restart the spectate. If that doesn't work, then I'm restarting my device. Y'all was good, Smithster. Man, I was thinking about reaching out to you the other day because I'm actually looking for jobs in kind of the comp arc space. But then I looked around, I'm like, ugh, I'd have to, I don't know if I want to leave Austin. I got a solid lead for now. But I've decided that I'm interested in working in that space. Okay, we're back here on Gold Arm Gulch. Looks like Pioneers have taken a round already. Sorry we missed that. Did I move to Houston? No. I'm living in Austin. I'm just in Houston right now, visiting my family, and also because Sword happened to be here. Tyrannotic and I are chilling with them. Yeah, that's killer. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I'm going to, peruse my... Ooh, Tyrant is looking deadly. Good timing on going back on that. Oh, what a shot from God Noob. Hold up. There may be a chance yet for New Heights Gaming. There's one kill on the top side. Fade's got to make some magic happen. Could be a killer play? No, not quite. Bay Area knew to give that RT base a wide berth. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to, use my network at the moment. You're in Austin also? I thought you were in San Antonio, or at least outside of San Antonio. That's heat. Yeah, that could be fun. I'm trying to think of... I need to, ID all of the Brawl Stars people in Austin to hang out with. I know the Tribe folks come in town every now and then. Use it or lose it? That's right. That is right. Oh, you moved to Austin now. Oh, are you still in school? You're in Austin right now as well. Thank you, Darby Blunt 69. Kano lives in Austin? Yeah. All the Tribe people. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with those guys. I've just been on my grind. I keep my nose attached to a, computer screen all day. Oh, here it comes. The big old blender. That is RT's Hypercharge. Looks like my frames were also thrown into a blender. But whatever. Pioneers, they get their win. I know they're happy. You're working here. Oh, wonderful. Shraggy, I don't really want to hear any of your opinions on Texas. Like, I'm just genuinely disinterested. Cosign? Not you too, Hardy. And what's your beef with Texas? Okay. We're going to get back into KCP versus New Heights Gaming. Texas overrated, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I don't even know how it would be. Like, how would Texas be overrated? You know, do you hear anyone going like, oh, Texas is just so awesome? And you're like, listen to this guy. You know, he thinks Texas is awesome. Maryland. Such a random state to go for, but sure, why not? Now you like Texas more? Oh, wonderful. I know you're from Colombia. Maybe the maybe like the climate is similar. You get obesity if you keep living in Texas. See, I don't know if you've ever looked at me and seen what I look like, but last time I checked, not obese. New York, expensive and cold. Texas, less expensive, hot. Yes. New York. SSG already lost? I'm just not watching them at the moment. If you want to watch SSG, you go to Semantic Stream. Fade's got the blender ready. Bring it out, buddy. But what kind is he? Is he a stand mixer or an immersion blender? We'll have to find out how he plays it. And Zimp is ready with a hypercharge too. Pop him in close range. It's not going to look pretty. Cocoon also ready. Could put Fade in a Cocoon. Lots of possibilities. Could be Tyrant. Tyrant's going to go for it. Stun on a Zimp. Hypercharge. Not even expended. Back to Cocoon, but it's on to Fade. Mid-hypercharge super. But the damage appears to already be done. So much health for Pioneers, and New Heights Gaming can't chew through all this. That's God Noob to fall, and Pioneers to advance on to set 3 without conceding a round or a game here. In Gold Arm Gulch, we're moving on to Sneaky Fields. Schwaggy says he lives in the slums. California. We gotta do better than that. We gotta do better than that. I'm just thinking of dumb stuff. Hold up. I just see, I just found LeBron James on my, like, possible lobbies. And he's doing Mega Pig right now. Anyone trying to do Pig with the goat? Do they? Jay Hardy, that's crazy. That's crazy! How are you rage baiting me like that? Hey, Jay Hardy, nice face. Do they make it for guys too? You did. You did. You got it. You got a reaction out of me. Oh man, what am I doing? Do I still need someone for Cat Challenge? I do. I really do. We got the Power League Prodigies. They're squaring off against the Ping Warriors, I believe the name of the team is. You forgot to do first Cat Challenge. I didn't even realize there was one. Am I going to miss out on the cats now? Real LeBron James? I don't know. I don't know. Yes. Traggy's rage baiting. Do you know how, like, distraught I was when I didn't get the Buster thing for free? And I was like, wait, when's it going to be available for gyms? And someone said 1 year. And I'm like, ah. And then the next day, it shows up at my shop for free. Why did Oatbob change their name to Prodigy? Were they forced to? Well, they signed to Prodigy, so yeah. Oh, come on. Come on, Brawl Stars. I know you can process more than a second per frame. Nice job, Bryn. The Prodigious Fellows. Ooh, a 3-game series. They come out on top. That puts them in set number 3 as well. Prodigy's an actual esports org? Not really. It's like if I said, you know, if you look at like Shopify Rebellion and you're like, wait, Shopify is an esports org? Prodigy is a product. They, you know what? Screw it. I'll do the free ad read. Prodigy is a tool that uses statistics to tell you what the next like best pick is in a draft. And there's other stuff on the site too. They have like little challenge. Think like you know, like New York Times puzzles. Like, are people really reading the newspaper, or do they have a subscription so they can play like Wordle and the daily crossword and stuff, right? And so Prodigy has those too. I think there's a daily one that you can do for free, but you can go back in history if you have like Prodigy Pro or something. Swaggy fell asleep to my explanation. Sorry, I should be like jingling keys or stimulating you somehow. You know what? Maybe I'll like pull up a video so you can, you know, be actually interested in what I have to say. How does that sound? Yeah, well, let's go through my Twitter bookmarks. Let's see if there's anything sufficiently stimulating. Oh, yeah, here you go. Are you here? You know what? Let's make this take up half my screen. Oh, wow. Wow, now I'm focused. Wow, look. Oh, he's playing Bombardillo Crocodilo. But surely it's not just Bombardillo Crocodilo. Can you play Tralalero Tralala? Yep. Give us, yep, Tralalero. Thanks. Thanks a lot. The Brain Rot Cup needs to come back. It's so crazy how I meet people in person and they're like, I love your streams. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man. And they're like, yeah, dude, like the Brain Rot Cup. I'm like, how do you remember that? That was a one-off thing that I did a while ago, but it must have gotten sufficiently popular. Or maybe it was just that memorable. You stole my DoorDash gimmick for Jobless Region Cup? Take it, man. You can have it. Nice grammar? I don't know what grammar I said. I guess I'm just like any other Ready viewer. Addicted to the brain rot. Tung 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 sahur. Tralala tralala. Purpur patapim. Bombardillo crocodilo. Assassino cappuccino. Is there cappuccino ballerina? Something like that? Doing a just chatting stream is because I'm waiting for these players to get in game. I should. Gag, thank you so much for the gifted, man. Dude, look at this guy. 82 subs. Holy smokes. That adds up, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for all the money. He gifted me $410 over the years. Wow. Almost your 3-year sub anniversary. That's insane, Gak. Thank you, man. Believe it or not, Gak is the one keeping me in a house at the moment. He's keeping a roof over my head with these subs. Okay.
Let's go. It's party time.
If you love KCP, then you'll love watching them play versus NHG. Isn't that right? Well, here they are on Sneaky Fields. If you're not satisfied, then fine. I'll at least explain what's going on. You have Zealon on the left side. This is the ideal matchup for him as the Nita. Zip really can't do anything over here. Zealon's going to try and cycle his bear as quickly as possible. Here comes Fade. Oh, nice stuff. Getting the kill over there. Now Zealon has cycled his Hypercharge and Super. They need to take down Gale before he can... Oh, that's not great, but it's fine because Zimp would have intercepted it anyway. And there's a Super fresh out of spawn from Godnu, but he had no support. New Heights Gaming are really throwing the kitchen sink at these guys, but it is unsuccessful in defending the goal properly. A passive to Tyrant. Ooh, 3-shot, but a pass! Little alley-oop to Zulon to slot it in. And that is why teamwork makes the dream work, folks. But New Heights Gaming have some tricks up their sleeve because they have the ability to stun his kit and keep on swinging. But they can't take down Zealon. There's the Hypercharge Bomb out from Chester. Zealon's being sneaky. He's trying to stay alive and cycle that bear. Little flex of the Mandy pin as well. It's a new Maturino pin, everyone. Not as difficult to get as the old one, but still challenging. You got to get deep into a Maturino. Only a pro player would have this, really. Or a semi-pro. But you know what I mean. Pioneers, they have the ball controlled. They have it exactly where they want it, in a great position, one that's easy to pass the ball up if they need to. The little candy spray out of Fade. Helps Zealon get the takedown. Pass to Fade. Assassination from Bay Area, but Zealon lives to tell the tale and to bring Pioneers to match point. One more to go for Pioneers to flawlessly sweep their way to a monthly final. Provided, of course, you conveniently disregard their performance in the upper bracket. Just to set the stage a little bit for how we even got here, by the way. Pioneers, they lost 1-3 to STMN in the lower bracket in the final round. For New Heights Gaming, they lost earlier on. It was the second to last round, so the semifinals in the winner's bracket, to Team Electros, the very team that went on to beat SSG. And they lost the same way as SSG, 1-3. But only one between these two teams can make it to a monthly final and call themselves monthly finalists here in North America. And folks, this one, for KCP at least, is for the postseason. They don't make it through, they can kiss those chances of a postseason of an LCQ goodbye. And that would be highly irregular, considering that they haven't lost to a team like this before. They've been very consistent in their performance this year, even though that, you know, just sort of keeps them in the top 5. Not only that, but this Pioneers squad, bar Fade, has made a postseason every year since 2020, and only last year did they not go directly to Worlds. Excellent assassination at mid from New Heights Gaming. The abuse of Crow is to be one of the more studied topics of the modern Brawl Stars meta. Great for getting vision in these bushes, just wonderful for keeping control. There's a synergy with Kit to secure the kill. Zephyr on the right side, in with the Hypercharge, Super, and Gadget. It turns out that if you press all 3 buttons together, then you get to win the game. Now, who would have thought that? It's 1 point on the board for New Heights Gaming. And it's possible that they do what every team appears to do in the face of a possible 6-0, which is that they make it only a 5-game win streak, and then they lose in Game 3. I digress. 20 seconds to go. New Heights Gaming with the advantage. One more chance for Pioneers to do it all. A super forward for Bay Area, his second of the game. And here comes Godnoob to swipe Fade to death. Get 1 point on the board for New Heights Gaming. They're still in it. In the face of a match point by Pioneers, they have brought back control of this match. At minimum, this set is going to be a close one. Bring back the gadget that reduces CC. You mean the gear? Resistance gear? You know, I know of this Brawl Stars ripoff that is on Roblox. It's called Jump Stars. And you can play as such, you know, wonderful anime characters as Vegeta or Guko or Lufo. They're original characters, by the way, not based on anything you might know. And the game is basically just Brawl Stars. And they also have gears in the game for some reason. Look at that wall break. Is that Zimp? Sheesh. That's exactly what he needed to help out with the Zulon problem. Okay, Godney was trying to get tricky. Instead, it's going to cost him a goal. Nicely done. They didn't bank it off the wall this time either. Just a little fluke. I think that still would have been intercepted by Zimp in game 1. Here comes Zimp once again. He's identified the issue. It's Zulon. Now looking to break open these walls. Still gets hit with that Chester Hypercharge. It's about getting that mid control. Godnoob has the Hyper and Super. They can only guess that he has it at the moment because he has not revealed himself. He hasn't attacked. He hasn't popped a gadget, and it's out of the blue. Fade had no clue. Bay Area now in for the left. Olive Blue moving forward. Bay Area ready to send this pass over the right side. Flubbed a little bit. No! He could have walked it in. You gotta be kidding me! Oh, no! They could have walked that in. The only thing that could have stopped that is Fade, like, hitting the 1 in 5 that he gets a Jawbreaker from hitting Zimp. And even then, it would have been close. Definitely a disappointment from New Heights Gaming. Definitely threw a goal. Let's see what Super Fade ends up getting. With the way he's holding on to it. Let's see. Yep, it was a Jawbreaker. Man, imagine that. Imagine that. 15 seconds to go. New Heights Gaming, they only barely breathed life into their chances at making a monthly final, but they've only got 10 seconds to turn everything around. Barrier has the Hypercharge. He has the gadget. He needs to make a move now. A Super to the back right, and it's completely out of sight for New Heights Gaming to retrieve. Pioneers finish it off. Only one... Oh. Only one game dropped along the way to New Heights Gaming. Pioneers get it done. Let me quickly correct that. Bang. Pioneers are going to the monthly finals. Congratulations, Pioneers. Tyrant, Zulon, and Fade. Moving on to the next stage. And they need that badly. It is the only way that they make it to an LCQ is a good performance in the monthly finals this month. They need to win their quarterfinal. And I believe we know who they should be facing. It looks like both of our things have finished here in the upper part of the bracket. So let's start talking about it, everyone. I'm going to show you how things have transpired. Prodigy Esports secure a 3-0 win over Ping Warriors. Pioneers also took a 3-0 over New Heights Gaming just now, and they only dropped one game in the process. That leaves SSG versus LLC Esports and Eternal versus RIP OG, which are going on right now. And given that both of them are happening at the moment, I'm just going to claim one. I'm going to pop in real quick. SSG, oh, and look at that. SSG just won 3-0 versus LLC. So SSG is going on to the monthly finals. They are still in it, which leaves our next one, which I will transfer our coverage over there. And I will undeafen.
And I do assume we're going to last game here of this set, since they were in game for some time. Let me write the team is really fast.
Charles is starting to thumbs down as well now. So I assume that game 3 of the set is 1-1. Okay, thank you, chat.
I'm back.
Hello, Beck. I'm Beckery.
Wow. Beckery?
That's
my
actually
real name.
hilarious. Second one shot gets caught
Welcome back.
by Frixie. Nice super here from the Kaze is going to give them some more time on that zone. They're still in the lead here, but it's only 10%.
You both games are done? Ready?
What's up?
Are
yes.
Both of you games done? Okay.
My match is
so the last
finished.
game
Yes. You
who won?
had
You first?
Pioneers 3-0 New Heights Gaming. They only dropped one game. Prodigy Esports also 3-0 Ping Warriors. I don't remember how many games they won or lost, but
Okay. No upset there. And we have SSG winning 3-0 against LSC. And right now, on my screen, we have Eternal in a match point against RIP OG. With the last percentage ticking down, probably nothing going to change about that. Castle should have 5 bolt back, I think. Yeah,
You
look at
did
that.
say Rip
That's a
has
really
comp
interesting
here.
bug. And it's a really interesting bug, and I'm glad we have it on camera, because we get interaction with Draco. Someone does infinite damage to him. Therefore, Kazi gets hyper banged. Something like that. If I'm not wrong, is what happened. which is a really interesting interaction.
Very interesting. Well, it looks like Eternal might be able to bring this away now. They got 11% to go. They just got to get control back and not feed this next super to second, which is going to be challenging, but at least they have Alianis to distract, and they have Frixie to outrange. But Rippo G are not giving them even an inch. Here comes Betchiz in, a failed push. Another one for Frixie, and Rippo G are staying in this.
That is actually an insane comeback, honestly.
Jeez.
Prolonged to set number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
You're interrupting our flow, Semantic.
I said it.
My bad, chat. I'm the imposter here.
Nah, you're chilling. Set 5. The one set 5.
I'd be surprised if you would make it into the casting stand once you want to retire from playing.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you're getting treated really bad. I don't want that.
Oh, what?
From who? That's
just
not
kidding,
true.
just kidding.
A mole, apparently.
I mean,
No,
we didn't get a cake at Brawl Cup, so I guess
That
was the best player's cake,
is
not the
true.
castle's cake.
No cake for us. Mm-hmm.
I really like being a caster though. I don't really mind it.
Being a caster's fun. We even get to go up on the stage at the end.
Party casting.
If you ever retire, you should think about it. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't dislike it. I think it's cool to have experience like that. I think it's cool if I would even be eligible for that. I think it's definitely a cool experience, and casters as well are like way too unrespected. Deserve more respect.
Really?
As we had it with the last tech pauses, the fact that you guys can like actually like break the time for like half an hour tech pause that we had against Inner Circle in the last monthly final is just blowing my mind. I don't know if I could do that actively. I could try, but I don't know if I could do that like you guys, which is just insane, actually.
That would be funny.
I hope,
what if we were all
I
silent?
hope, like in other esports, we would get an analyst in Brawl Stars, so you could actually like have a little segment between matches with an analyst, and you could be the analyst.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. Like, Valorant don't have that. We're like analyze the strats and pushes.
At the moment, if you watch any other esports, there's so much pre-show, so much in between matches. They have an actual desk with the guests. They talk about the matches, what had happened and what can happen in the next one. Whereas our show just tries to jump into the match as quickly as possible. We sometimes have 2 minutes between matches. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very like fast pace. You know, keep something on the screen at all times. Must be stimulated.
So,
which is meta.
people that are watching this right now in chat, if you want an analyst, right now the production or Supercell themselves, they think it's not something you want to see. So you need to, if you want to see that, make your voice heard.
Yes.
Give them feedback. So maybe one day we will have an analyst test. But at the moment, the show is cut because we think or they think that's what you want to watch.
Yeah.
Look at that. Edu got us. Okay, so apparently he did the math as well that it's basically this. Tribe against Eternal, Electros against Pioneers, there you go. Elevate against Prodigy, Stamina against SSG. I think if Rip OG Quals, what happens is that Prodigy is against Tribe. Actually, no, they face each other round 3, no? Not wrong. Is that right? Did they face each other round 3? They did. All right. So this is actually just a bracket. There you go. This is actually just a bracket that you have already on exclamation mark bracket on the DC web app. Thank you very much, Edu. And this is what's gonna happen, which means whatever happens now in the next monthly final, Stamina and SSG, whoever wins this quarterfinal games, makes guaranteed LCQ. And the way they make worlds is by Electros or Pioneers losing to Tribe in the semis. If one of them goes through, they need to go through as well to basically like be tied up on points because they only have like a 3-point gap or something if they win. So they always need to be like in the same round as them. But then in the grand final, of course, they're gonna win it all. So they have a massive advantage, STM and SSG, and this match basically decides who makes LCQ and probably Worlds as well. Except if Pioneers or Electros actually manage to beat Tribe and go all the way, which will be deserving of a Worlds run if they actually beat Tribe.
Well, there are your scenarios. Jeez, man.
I just love the fact that that kid that is on holidays in the US has made it into the monthly final both times he tried.
Oh, mine. Cappy's the one that's
Cappy
drafting, yeah.
Coach, he's the
is
coach.
drafting
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
But just the fact that a tier 2, maybe tier 3 player from EMEA can make it into a monthly finals in NA, both times he even tries to go for it with two complete randoms he has never met before, is hilarious.
It may be hilarious for you, Sonny.
No,
It's even more hilarious because you're in this call.
Juicy pull from Sam here.
It's the misery of others that brings you joy. A bit of Schadenfreude is what I'm hearing.
That's not true.
Oh, Mr. from Charts.
It's
Quick to
only
the
the
game.
misery of you specifically.
Oh, you know what? That's so sweet of you.
We should actually focus on this match. This will
How about
decide who will play in the monthly finals. We're all the way to set 5 here. Charles trying to engage here, has a gadget to get out of the situation, even gets a kill, gets a hypercharge ult off here, gets 2. Alianis is the one last man standing on his team. Twitches is going to fall as well, and with that 14 stars to 3, this is basically over.
Oh no.
And for only one he controls Svejin, who has no DPS. Oh no. I mean, I do think already that RipOG has comp advantage, but they're also playing it so much better. The Gene pulls on max range will outplay some with Lily. Like everything is just breaking out wonderfully for RipOG right now.
You have a
That
missed
run from
hypercharge.
Charles.
Yeah, from Frixie. I guess this is how we'll do it. Sonny, then Semantic, then me. Yeah, well, you know what? Why not? Why not? We'll give it a try. We see also the use of the teleports. Those are some confusing freaking teleports. Are on the left side, on the right. Successful defense as well for RipOG. Looks pretty good for now. They've only got 1 star. That's one more chance for Eternal to make something happen.
Charles with the most stars. Now he's the target that RipOG needs to turn things around here. Even he would not be enough.
Oh.
But it's not going to go to that point. We'll get that last kill. Eternal 1-0 up now with match point. 1 game away from making it to the August monthly finals.
Going on now into game number 2 is RipOG actually going to make it. Is Eternal going to come make it with back hope advantage and this useless grey pick, which I just don't see getting any type of value. It's going to be quite hard. Honestly, Bubillo needs somehow to hard carry it with some nice controls. Don't give value too much too early. Get someone in RT hyper for late game is how I see them winning that. Definitely Blue Star and potentially Colin the Hank with Gene Star for coming in clash with the RT taps, and Bubillo actually secures 2 kills. That's a 5-0 lead, and Eternal says no to giving up. We are still here. We're still here to fight.
Killer start here for Eternal. They're also being really mindful of Charles's super, being careful not to charge it, but he's going to force himself into that position to the best of his ability. Taking a bunch of damage from Willow along the way, but at least Sam has gotten a super for his troubles, looking to maybe get Betichiz. Betichiz can teleport away. Frixie can dive. Just not really great targets for the Gene at the moment, but he could at least go for Alianis with sufficient damage. Going to go for it and killed in transit.
Max range pull there for Sam. RipOG did win the last round. We now flipped the side again. They're in red, like they should be, according to our overlay. 3 supers available on the side of Eternal. Charles, again, evading getting taken out here with a nice gadget. He was the man of the hour in the previous game. Can he repeat that? So far, Eternal is in the lead, but it's only a blue star.
I love our plays, honestly, from Lily every single time. And that just pulled, unfortunately, went into thin air. I'm not sure if he can get it back that easily. They do have massive control, though. 30 seconds on the clock. Another outplay from Charles. He cannot go with Willow, though. And he is going to act. He's getting control. This second going to die. Cannot even do damage thanks to the hypercharge ability. Gray goes for a kill, 2. That should be 2 kills fallen. Eternal with a beautiful defense.
They're hanging on right now, but they cannot get this hypercharge out of Charles. It's going to need to be RipOG saving grace. As far as utility, it's just Lily's hypercharge at the moment. 10 seconds to go. Need to ID the best target. The bounce shot onto Betichiz, but he needs an escape. Charles needs to go back in the Shadow Realm. It's good, but Eternal is still ahead by 2 stars. 1 kill is all it's going to take. Eternal get 1. Frixie safe and sound, save for Alianis and Betichiz. Double match point on the way.
It's really going to come down to just 1 last game between those 2 teams. All of the other last games have ended in a 3-0 score.
It's crazy, y'all.
This one goes all the way to set 5, double match point.
It could happen.
Making sure we're on the right side of overlay here. Lily gadget going in. Honestly, I like that more. Just go in, farm your ult, make it Cordic, because the more Cordic it gets, the more value Gene Pulse gets. The more lucky you are potentially with an interaction like this, where you suddenly up by 2 stars here. really well played here from Rip OG. That's how you play it, because you have a gene pool. You're not supposed to take it slow. You're not supposed to like stay in my back. Just go crazy, run it down. That's how you play it.
Rip OG are going to try and hold on to this control as long as they possibly can, being mindful also of the placement of that gray teleport and keeping up the pressure. Charles has a super that's a missed hook for Betiches. Doesn't hurt them too much. Also with Betiches missing a super, here's the pull. They just needed to pull someone. They got Alianis. Now they're ahead by 4 stars.
Ripperjay found their stride again. Charles approaching, getting out of harm's way with a gadget. Sam with another max range pull, and just like that, they're 4 stars ahead. Blue star on their side as well. We have double ult ready now for Eternal. Hypercharge on Betiches as well. Just trying to get his ult. Alianis approaching on the left-hand side, is going to get caught by Charles one more time. This Lily works out perfectly. Another almost pull hit by Sam here. Not quite, but they're still in a great lead here. 6 stars ahead and only 40 seconds left on the clock.
That's exactly what I would wish from RT to do, more honestly. Go aggro to get the hypercharge, because I'm sad that he didn't get a hypercharge at the end of game 1 and 2, and that's all he needs, honestly, to maybe even turn it around really easily. Gregor definitely goes in with a gadget play. Pops hyper, I'm not sure for what. Misses the gadget completely as well. Ton of supers getting whipped, and then he gets a kill. That's hyper, that's what I mean. Goes crazy, it's not enough, too far away, unfortunately. 10 stars to 5, they need Charles and one more to be able to win this game. With 15 seconds on the clock, can Frixie get a hit? Can he maybe control Hank? Dying down in the mid right here.
Just a few seconds to
Everything's
go.
gonna happen. They're getting 1 kill. Hank is going in, he gets another one, and that's unfortunate. Not enough for Eternal. He gets that kill, but it's not enough. 1 star Eternal secures a win. And with that, Rip OG secures a win. And with that, makes it to Quals. And actually are back. Second best is back in the monthly final. And Eternal Falls looked so strong in the last monthly final. Beat Tribe in the qualifiers. Played so damn good. Beat SSG, if I'm not wrong, as well in quarterfinals. And now they're out against Rip OG.
Rip OG. You know what? 3rd time's the charm. You try without a qualification. Go for number 3. They got it done. The second time they attempted with Sam. They got some killer pulls along the way. I think they played it just way better. And it's curious because just knowing what I know, this has just not been a good season for Charles specifically. And I'm curious if this is just how he plans to go out with a bang. You know, put all of his chips on this final monthly final, give it his best effort, see if he can make a postseason, and right off into the sunset with whatever he's able to achieve in what I anticipate to be his final season of BSC.
They did it for OG, kept him in the name ever since he left esports altogether. Not only their team, but also retired overall. One more time, OG's name is going to be featured in a monthly final, if not as a player or coach, which he still is there. He's going to be in the bracket. And at this bracket, we might have a look now, Samansik, as you
let's see.
Have it prepared so nicely for us.
I mean, either do it. It's a BSC bracket now. It's basically Rip OG going here, which unfortunately, as much as I would like Rip OG to have a happy time right now, the first enemy is going to be the Titan of NA Tribe Gaming, which are we going to see an upset? I don't know about that, Reddy. What do you think?
What, to see them topple Tribe Gaming? I can't help but wonder. The Tribe Gaming, they're in such a comfortable spot right now. At this point, they're just like playing for, I believe they're just playing for seeding for their world final spot. Right. Yeah, they have such a gap above the rest of all of North America at the moment. So it's just between Tribe and Elevate to see who can get more points. Now, Tribe have looked a little bit shakier like these last few months, just far less consistent. And it's hard to be as consistent as winning literally every monthly final, which is what they did in the spring split. But no, they're undoubtedly top 2. This is a match that Tribe should win. This is Tribe's grand final to play for rather than, a quarter or a semi.
If we look at the leaderboard in NA, we have 5 teams fighting for that last world final slot. If SSG would drop out in the quarterfinals already, any of the following 3 teams now actually that Eternal didn't make it. 3 teams could make it into that world final slot. Same thing for Stamina. If they drop out in the quarterfinals, Rip OG could still go to LCQ if they beat Tribe and if they make it all the way to the grand finals and win the August monthly finals.
Oh, man.
Is it possible? What do they
Yeah.
have? What's the point getting 100 points? They can get stamina if they win. They cannot get SSG.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For
But
this, for the world final slot is SSG, Stamina, Pioneers, and Team Electros. 4 teams
Yes.
fighting for that one spot.
So the only way Rip OG makes... Oh, no, they can actually go. I was looking at Prodigy. I don't know why. So they can make Worlds if they win it all. Yeah, as you said.
They can make LCQ, but not Worlds.
LCQ,
They're
sorry,
2
yeah.
points. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
Because
good.
the point gap of this, the 20-point gap, is just not enough for them. The worst thing
Yep.
they can get is equalize it, and then they'll lose the match points, the tiebreaker. Which
What are
is just
you
too bad for
talking
them.
about,
Either
ZVGs?
way, they're gonna get points. No, you're right.
If they just had
20
1
points.
point more, they could still make it. But yeah.
How many slots do they have? 3 golden tickets, which is Worlds, and 1 gray ticket, which is RCQ.
To put that in perspective, NA has 4 spots, EMEA has 9 spots.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
It's
thinking,
I
actually-
Ryan?
wonder who's to
It's
thank for
actually
that.
sad.
I mean,
East Asia has 5 slots. South America
Mhm.
also has 4 slots.
Yep.
3 of them are RCQ, though.
Ready? We have a
Yes.
team in EMEA that is qualified now for LCQ that has only made it to 2 monthly finals.
See, you can say that, but this is my perspective on things. Let's say that North America is like half as competitive as EMEA, or let's say EMEA is twice as competitive as North America, right? So that
Well,
means
9 is
that
more than double from 4, actually.
sorry. Well, like yes,
Sorry.
very slightly. Sorry, I was off by 12%. So,
Quick math.
thank you. Anyway, so let's say that, right? That means it's twice as meaningful to make a monthly that means that making a monthly final in EMEA is like making top 4 in NA is the way that I look at it. Yeah, because in order to qual in the EU, you got to beat 2 good teams. In North America, you got to beat like, 1. You can even lose to like a good team. Yeah.
I do like agree somewhat with Freddy, because I think Totem goes easily head to head against Tribe or Elevate
Mm.
in a land format. And just because of that, it's like
I wonder about online.
online. Probably, like, I really think Totem is a LAN team, so probably with that example, not. In a
Mhm.
circle and Foot definitely would have better chances against them online.
Mhm. Mhm.
But Totem is really like specifically a LAN team, which is why they always make worlds, even if they go through SQ, which is why they always get top 1 worlds. But I really think like our 7th seed can easily go head to head with your top 2, which is exactly like favoring your point. Like our 7th seed is just like as good as your top. Honestly,
What's the main-
Supermasters will be top 4 in NA, is Joker saying. Yeah,
What's
I mean,
the
I
main
agree. Like,
storyline for NA this month? Because in East Asia, it's going to be is Division winning again. In Europe, is going to be do we have SK versus Humble in the finals again? And will Humble finally be the winner of
Well,
that? 4th time's the charm, right?
we are playing for
In-
some
in
world slots in
SA,
EA.
In SA, SK Kalalas just won the previous monthly final. Can they do it again? Or is Loud just going to come out on top again? What's the storyline in NA?
Well, the storyline in
Other
North
than-
America
Is
is
it Tribe and Elevate in the finals for the 6th time?
No, it's not that. Well, but it starts there because you have to acknowledge that there's a bit of an imposter. If we're just going from the previous seasons, there's an entire spot being taken up by Elevate, these newcomers that were hardly even on the map last year. And North America is a fairly consistent region. Like, you would see the same, if not like the same rosters, you would see the same teams making postseason year after year after year. And for the first time, like, that's actually being challenged. Our teams that were considered best in the region and were some of the most consistent are in positions where they can be kicked out of those spots. I'm talking about Pioneers. I'm talking about SSG, where previously they were like leading the game. They were getting high placements in like World Finals. Like, go back to 2023, STMN taking like 2nd place overall, and the remnants of that roster now are about to possibly not make LCQ for the 2nd year in a row. And then you have Pioneers, a team that barely scraped through into LCQ and couldn't make it to Worlds before they were also like, number 1 in the region going back to 2020. So that's really the larger question, is whether they make a postseason. Yeah, and if either of them don't, then I have some big question marks for whether they continue playing Brawl Stars, at least in the capacity that they do now.
Well, we have seen a lot of creators already change into the current position.
Yeah.
In EBA, but also in NA. And honestly, like, it's not even a bad thing, because what a lot of people don't understand is the amount of time we actually waste scrimming the game.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in SK already back then, I legit got told we are training more than their LEC team of League. We are training more than them. And it is like that because we are playing the whole day, all the time against good players, simply because our game format is so much different than every other games.
Mm-hmm.
And especially for monthly qualifiers and monthly finals, we're sitting there 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day, just playing and screaming and trying drafts out. And it's just so much.
Yeah.
And if you're a content creator, that time just frees up massively, and you can use it to actually be a good content creator, which is like so cool. Instead of like getting 5th placements in NA or in EMEA.
It's being a pro player in this game is really demotivating. At least the mindset that I hear most frequently in North America, I don't know if it differs by region, is that it's very demotivating to play this game, especially like as you get older as well, because the up and comers, you know, they deserve to be here because they work hard, but also they're like younger people with fewer responsibilities. And you know, as players get older and get more established, they want to like do stuff besides Brawl Stars, but that comes at the expense of your skill at the game. And Brawl Stars, just the nature of the game, is very demanding in terms of scrim time because of how frequently the meta changes and how like large of a cast of brawlers you need to be capable of playing if you expect to stay on top. So you just have to play this game so much because of like the meta changes every month.
And skill-wise as well, like the amount of skill you lose just by not scrimming a week is massive. As honestly, we saw from us losing the qualifier in June, which is because we took too long of a break, and then suddenly we were a team with elite scrims, and we just got taken out of our comfort zone immediately. They're better in the meta, they're better skill-wise right now. We don't know our best shape, and therefore you just lose immediately. It's just, it's hard.
I think the amount of time you put into the game directly transfers to how good you are at the game, and that the fall off of that is incredibly quick. Like you just mentioned, you just came out of Brawl Cup, beating everyone in the world, coming back to your own region, doing one more week of holidays than the others. And of course, you also prepped for Brawl Cup. They prepped for the monthly finals maybe a bit earlier already, and you already were out of the meta. It's so quick. So yeah, I think to be a good Brawl esports pro, you have to be a no-lifer at the game, basically. Which, yes, as Reddy said,
which we are.
The older you get, the less you can afford to do that. Because eventually, like, I don't know if some of those players also have like family plans and stuff, but yeah, you can't be a Brawl pro until you're 65, which is the retirement age here in Switzerland. I don't know how it is for you.
I have
the OG will disagree with that.
I have the perspective that as you grow up, your priorities start to change and your brain starts to change, and you like, you know, want to get outside and you want to like have IRL friends and go out and go on trips and like work out and stuff, and like you can cram all that into a day, but it is just so difficult to do with such a large time commitment. It's much easier when you have like a parent or someone taking care of all of your needs. Yeah.
Joker's saying there are pros that have real life. It is true.
I agree.
Like, look, dude, look at freaking Boss. You know, you can be buff and play Brawl Stars and be good at the same time.
Yes, I mean, even if you scrim 6 hours a day, there's still 18 hours in the day that you can fill with gym or a girlfriend, or you can have life next to it. All I'm saying is it is a full-time job.
Yeah.
So as soon as you want to do an education on the side, have a second job, as soon as Brawl Stars isn't your priority in terms of your job, you can still have priority next to it, like family, like your partner, whatever. But it is a full-time job. And if you don't do it as your full-time job, you're going to fall off eventually.
Right.
Joker really fast saying there are pros that have real lives. And not only that, but there are also pros who are in school, as we're saying with the upcoming guys. I definitely agree, like they have more free time, but what I experienced back then, at least, like you're in school 8 a.m. to, I don't know, 16. You come back home, you scrim 2 scrims a day. You have tournament of evening. Your whole day is basically school and esports. And it's actually crazy respect to everyone who's in school and performing well in esports that they can actually manage that and are still so good in the game. And like actually manage that and be good in school and everything, and like don't worsen your responsibilities.
When I was playing esports, I was studying medicine on the side, but that was only possible because COVID was happening and all of our lectures were online. So I could basically scrim during my lectures, which is not advisable if you're actually sitting in a lecture hall. Don't try that. But yeah, like as soon as you, even next to school, it might be possible because you are off school every day at 4 o'clock. Wednesdays, you might even have the afternoon completely free. But then as soon as you study, which people do that in their 20s usually, it's already a much higher commitment in terms of time. I mean, Reddy, you also started studying and you were casting on the side. And arguably, if you're casting only one game,
it is much easier.
More possible than being a player because it's not every single day.
Yeah, well, I mean, the talent of casting, you know, you just need to know how to cast the game. You can catch up pretty quickly. I don't have to play. I don't have to test out a bunch of drafts. I don't need to like stay sharp. I just, or at least stay sharp at like playing the game, for example. I can kind of like tune out until maybe a week before a cast and get back and involved again, right? Do my prep for like several hours and then I'm ready. Much easier to have balance with casting, though. It was still very challenging to do that at the same time as school, and also like it wasn't even just that. It was everything else that goes on in my life, and then you have like my production stuff that I was doing. Like, dude, at the end when I had shows to do, and then I also had like Rival Challengers League to produce, and I had to make all the graphics for that. And then once I was finished with Rival Challengers League for that weekend, I had to like put my head down and study for like a final exam and create a final project for a different class. Yeah, man, dude, that was torturous. Like that was probably like the limit of my sanity. Really did find out like how far I can push myself.
With a lot of monsters.
Yes, with a lot of monsters. A lot of monsters, some time spent like staring at the ceiling and then just saying like, screw it, I guess I'm going to do this. Very mentally challenging to do all this. Yeah?
Podcast will be fun.
Yeah, we got to find out who would listen.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Reddy, for joining us. Thank you, Sunny.
That's right. Well, thanks for having me.
Today.
Oh, of course.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of nice games today. Not too many crazy upsets, but it's going to be an insane multi-final about to happen in all regions, honestly. In all regions, as Sunny said, we have a storyline. So yeah, it's going to be really cool this upcoming 2 weeks.
It's going to be fun.
He's going to cover the NA and SA finals again as well. And he's going to play in the EMEA finals. So you should make sure to tune in. Maybe if a humble finally wins against SK. Cough, cough. But yeah, I honestly, I love your chat, Samantha. The community you built here is just super wholesome. The only beef, if there ever is about cake. So we take that.
Beefcake.
So yeah, I loved to be here again today. It's been a while. B-stream last year. Been many months since then.
It's a fun time.
Long, actually. It's awesome.
Folks, it's been fun. I'm going to say goodnight to my stream.
Who do we rate together already?
Oh, shoot, we should find someone.
Some people were saying second is streaming. Maybe
he is. I'm gonna rate second.
Yes, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Have a beautiful good night, Sunny and Reddy.
Good night, people. We'll catch up later. Goodbye, y'all.
Bye.
Okay, in stream. Hello, everyone. I know that was a really long outro, but I'm not finished with you guys just yet. I want to say thank you for tuning in as you have all year. I know this was a bit of an odd one because I started way later than I usually would, but I got some friends waiting for me, and we're going to hang out together. And these are people that I never get to see. Sword asks, can I break Promon on stream, please? I was actually the first person to break Promon, by the way, so, Don't ask anyone about my name though; they wouldn't know anything about it. Let's get a raid going on to second best, and just a quick, at least long outro with short intro. Yeah, that's right. Yes. What? They can't hear you. He came in pretending to be my mom. You're being a little loud. Can you keep it down? Okay. That's it, folks. I just want you to know that there's going to be a North American Matcherino happening soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Been working hard on the graphics. Let's raid Semantic, or second.